Hello y'all, I'm Vinehayo and today I want to show you guys the deck BlackWarGreymon OTK, the DM version that uses the cards from EX9. I've been playing with this deck for a long time right now, having a lot of tournaments on Limitless with it, topping some tournaments on Eagles with it too, recently. And it's a deck that I've been having a lot of fun with, and a deck that I want to share with you guys, so maybe you can start playing it. So let's go directly into it. So why did I choose DM for it? First, our goal with this deck is to OTK with BlackWarGreymon. BlackWarGreymon has the Digiburst ability that allows him to unsuspend by trashing 2 cards from the evolution sources. And we can abuse that with DM with a new keyword Training. Training allows us to place a Digimon card from the top of the deck below him, below the Digimon, on the breeding area or the main area. It's a main effect. And that adds enough sources for us to abuse with BlackWarGreymon. But besides that, it also gives a lot of useful keywords like jamming, barrier, and piercing, and of course secret attack +1. So let's start with the base for the deck. We have the Koromon egg that allows us to do the following. The Digimon with face down evolution cards may digivolve into a Vir 1 trait Digimon card in the hand with the Digimon cost reduced by 1. How do we use this card on this deck? Usually, we have a level 4 on the breeding area, and we want to digivolve on top of it for cost reduced. So, we attack with it and digivolve into MetalGreymon for the cost of 2. And also, we can activate its when digivolving effect. That's a very good egg to use, and also allow us to put some Agumons on the deck. Let's go to it next. I'm using BT8 Agumon. I use it because he has the ability to search 4 cards off the top of the deck and add 1 Greymon and 1 Dragon King card. So, with this ability, he can grab us BlackWarGreymon and MetalGreymon if he finds in the search. We don't need to pick one of the other. We can also pick both MetalGreymons or pick a Greymon if we really want to. Of course, it's black. I can only evolve it into Monochromon, and also doesn't have jamming nor barrier. So we really don't want to be evolving on top of it. We really just want to use the search ability. Next we have Gabumon. Gabumon has inherited jamming, that's why we're using it. And also has a really nice search that allows you to search for a DM trait card. So sometimes you're bricked on level 4s or are trying to find MetalGreymon, and you can use it to break yourself. That's really nice. There's Betamon. That's a really good card on this deck because it's a rookie with training. So if you start on turn 1, you can already be training and make your gameplay faster. We really want to start with him in most of the hands, but that's why he's at 4 and not at 3. So you can see on this rook ratios that I'm using 11 rookies that I really want to evolve to, and 3 just to search. And also matches with really big blockers. We really want to seek for Patamon because it has barrier. This way you can attack, unsuspend, and can even crash into a big Digimon of the opponent, use its blocker, and continue our OTK. That's very good. He also has the same search as Gabumon, so I'm really using it. I really like it. On level 4s, we have the MVP of the deck, Monochromon. Monochromon is a card that, when attacking and on play, allows us to place a Digimon card from our hand, or to place any card from our hand, and to digivolve 1 your opponent. This deck has really big troubles with ace cards and blockers. So Monochromon can, for example, digivolve a Kuwagamon and allows us to attack against Puppet. Or digivolve a level 5, so the opponent cannot mass digivolve against us. It's a very strong Digimon and I really like it. Next, we have Kuwagamon. I'm just using one because he's not black nor red, so you cannot use Garnet memory boost on it. But it's also a very strong Digimon. You can place a card from your hand face down below it to suspend of your opponent's Digimon, and it cannot unsuspend until next unsuspend phase. I use it to avoid blockers and also to gain me some time when I need it. Just hard play from hand. But it's a card because you cannot use guard memory boost when you have it. It's a card that I don't see me using as often. That's why he's only at 1, so it gives us a nice 9 champions ratios. Then we have Greymon that does not have the best when attacking. It's the same, you place the card from your hand below it and gets plus 1000 DP for every face down evolution cards below it. It's nice to gain DP, but you really don't need that much DP on this deck. It's really much here because it's red and has a when attacking effect. By having a when attacking effect, you can add sources mid attack and have more sources for BlackWarGreymon to trash. That's why the 3 champions I'm using has a when attacking effect. It's really important. They also really need to have training. For level 5s, I have ST MetalGreymon that just has blocker and inherits secret attack +1. It's just here because it can evolve from for 3 from black and for 3 from a card with Greymon its name. So it's very good. And I can use secret attack +1 on my BlackWarGreymon. But you really don't want to see this card. You only see this card if you really need it. Otherwise, nah, you don't really want to see it. Next, our next MVP on the deck, MetalGreymon. MetalGreymon is like ST-Gearing but much better, because you can place a Digimon card from your trash face down at a Digimon bottom of your card to delete up of 5k from your opponent's Digimon, and for each card below it, you add plus 2k. That's a very strong effect. You can delete level 6s or wipe an entire board with it. That's a very strong effect, but you really need to have a Digimon card on the trash. So that's one of the reasons we are using Analog You from this deck, outside of the good search it gives. It also can have an effect that you can trash a Cyborg or a V1 trait card from your hand to reduce the play cost by 2. That is really good when you need in a pinch to clear the board, but it's really when you really need to clean a board to use it. You really are not aiming to use that part of the effect. It's red and black. You can activate Gravity Crush and other options on this deck. So it's very good to have MetalGreymon on this deck. Next, we have BlackWarGreymon, the king of the deck. It has Digiburst, unsuspend this Digimon. You really have all this engine just to support him. If your opponent doesn't have a way to stop your attacks, you're pretty much guaranteed to win against security on this meta, because most people aren't running security bombs and aren't going to stop you from attacking. But if they ever try to stop you from attacking, that's why you have Invisimon. Invisimon, I believe I don't need to introduce him too much. He Digivolve 2 your opponents and deletes one Digimon with one Digimon card sources or less. And later he can leave the level 5 to go into security and be played from the security on the end of the opponent's turn. It's really good when you need to clean the board a little bit before you go into BlackWarGreymon. So I'm using 2 copies of it to really ensure that we have a clean board to go for OTK. It also helps when you don't find BlackWarGreymon, you need to have an alternate win condition. For options, we are using 3 Black Scrambles. We really value memory on this deck, that's why we are using Black Scrambles, even that we can only really use it on MetalGreymon going to BlackWarGreymon. We save 1 memory from it, and if you really need it, we can grab a Black Digimon from our trash or play an Agumon from our trash. But hopefully we never need to do that because the match would be already done by that. But it's really needed. This card really needed here. Next, the card that everybody hates, for Gravity Crush. This deck is really sensitive about memory. You really need a lot of memory on this deck, and having access to Gravity Crush really makes for some very explosive turns. Without it, this deck would be a lot slower, and soon with the ban list we'll see how that will turn out. We can even OTK on turn 2, that will be showing soon for you. Next we have Garnet Memorables, basic, most of our cards are black and red. So we'll be using our memory boost to save up some memory and search for our cards. Then we have Analog Youth. Analog Youth is just more search for any card on our deck. When we are bricked on rookies, we can use it. We can also trash cards to activate MetalGreymon's effect. It's very good. Well, a bit expensive, but I find using it very well. Sometimes use the alternate effect when you like brick it or on an ace card interrupt your combo, and I really like using it. So yep, that's the deck list. I've really been enjoying using it, and now I really want to show up some combos. So first, we have a combo that we can do on turn 2 and OTK the opponent. We will need a level 3, a level 4, MetalGreymon from EX9, and BlackWarGreymon, and also a Garnet Memorables. On the top of our deck, we have a Gravity Crush. So 6 cards. We need 6 cards for the OTK. And start second. The opponent pass the memory at 2 for you. At 2, you hatch, you raise Betamon, draw, you raise Monochromon, draw, you train with Monochromon, you place a card below, then you use Garnet Memory Boost. It's not that difficult to have this combo work out. It worked for me on a lot of matches. Then the opponent passes the turn for you at 1, at any memory, you draw, you raise, you'll be using Garnet Memory Boost, and you'll be using that when attacking ability, that's very important when attacking ability, to place a card from your hand below it. So you have 4 sources now, and the Digivolve the opponent, then you evolve for 2 into MetalGreymon, because you reduce the distribution cost by 1 because of the egg. MetalGreymon won't activate this effect because there is no Digimon cards on the trash. But you will be doing 1 check. Let me place the security cards here. You'll be doing 1 check. Alright. Then use a Gravity Crush. Go at 3. Evolve into BlackWarGreymon. And now you have 6 sources below him. That's enough to unsuspend 3 times. That's just enough for what you need. You unsuspend 1 time, 2 checks. You have jamming, you don't care. You suspend 2 more times. Be careful to not take Security Protect +1 and jamming from the Heritage. 2 more checks. Then you suspend the last time and go for a game. This combo works this combo works most of the time. That's why you really want to start second with this deck. You really don't want to be starting first, because second you draw more cards for the combo and you have more memory to work with. You really need to manage your memory well on this deck. Without it, you'll be too slow and you won't be able to combo in time. Alright, now to hopefully show how strong this deck can be, I'll be showing it on the CGO. Hopefully can find some strong decks to fight against and demonstrate the force of BlackWarGreymon. Alright, matching completed. Let's hope to see good decks here. That's a bad hand. Well, even though I have 2 analog youths to find our rookies, I really rather have rookies on my hand. Alright, nice! This is a really good hand. We start with Patamon, Monochromon, and BlackWarGreymon. It seems we were fighting against CS. CS has a really strong blocker in Alphamon, so this will be a challenge. Gladly we have Patamon as barrier to help us on this matchup. Alright, we'll evolve Patamon, evolve Monochromon, train with Monochromon, and try to find our MetalGreymon. We didn't find it yet, but it's fine, we have a lot of searchers. And we have a Gravity Crush, that's very good, very good. Alright, I'll be playing a Kyoko. Analog Youth, research for us. And we find MetalGreymon. If everything works well for us next turn, we have the OTK. Just the OTK that I told you guys about on the example. Wow! See? That's not that difficult to do. We'll be using here. We'll be attacking with Monochromon. We'll be placing a card from our hand below Monochromon. Placing Invisimon. Then we'll be evolving into MetalGreymon. We'll be using barrier. Alright, now we use Gravity Crush. Evolve into BlackWarGreymon. Now suspend this Digimon. Alright, we'll go for 2 checks. Now suspend one more time. Two more checks. Now suspend one more time. And that's game. That's really interesting. Alright, so this was the deck profile for BlackWarGreymon OTK, DM version, DMBLAG. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed, please share it so more people can play with it and enjoy the concepts. And that's it. Have a good one and goodbye.